So what's good, Straw Gang and any North members that may be watching this video? So this is going to be my final NorthGRC submission. Now, I did have something else planned, but it kind of fell through. I had an idea, and just when I was trying to execute it, it didn't really seem as good as what it did in my head. So I'm here talking over some points that I have about the final submission. That's going to be things like why I think I deserve to join, what I can bring to the table as a creator, things I'd like to do once I join, and what I want to push, and kind of like ideas that I can contribute, and just some other things like that, talking over a 23 kill solo win, because I got this maybe like a month or so ago and I'm never going to end up using it. It's not going to go in a video, so I thought what better video to use it on than this one. So the first point that I wanted to cover, and probably one of the more important ones, is going to be why I think I deserve to join. Now, I don't know many other creators going for the RC, but I can say personally for me, I've been grinding videos since 2015 on my very first channel and 2016 on this one. I first started making videos when I was 13, and the reason I think I deserve to join is because I absolutely know whether I join or not, I'm going to be in this community. I'm going to be doing this for, I want to be in here 10 years to come, you know what I mean? Like, I'm here for the long run. I don't want to just kind of be here and then fade out in a couple years or something like that. Like, I do plan to be here for as long as I possibly can, whether that's 10 years, 15 years, who knows? And that's really the main bottom line of it. Like, I want to be here for years and years to come. So it's not just going to be like I'm going to join and then just kind of dip and just fade out into nothing. Like, I really do plan to be here for a long time, so you'll be seeing me around. I put so much work into absolutely everything I do. I can say it with my whole heart. I mean, when season 2 dropped, I said I was going to make it the best season that it possibly could be for my channel. I had about 9 videos out in 5 days. They were all quality, consistently good videos as well, because I know quality over quantity is an important thing, but there is definitely a point where you can manage both and have videos go out in a quantity at high quality, and that's what I personally believe I did. You know, I had good, just good, generally good quality videos. I had my edits in there and everything that I'd normally do, but I was staying up till 6, 7 a.m. doing this, waking up at 2, 3, just repeating for like the first week of season 2. And of course, I've calmed down a little bit now, just because keeping that up for like, more than a week or 2 is definitely not very good. And there's also not as much content to cover right now as well. But yeah, it's just generally like I do a lot of things. You know, I'm a jack of all trades, I would like to think. You know, I make my thumbnails, edit my videos, get the gameplay that I do, try and get high quality, high kill solo wins, or just generally high kill games in Warzone. So I feel like I bring a lot to the table. I can stream as well. I would like to think I'm pretty, entertaining in like a live space and a live audience, or in front of a live audience, not just behind the camera on videos when I can edit things and all that type of stuff. I feel like I can, be entertaining in a live scenario. Now, taking it back to my thumbnails a little bit, I would like to talk about this just for a second. I have had quite a few people over the last like 10, 11 months, basically since I started taking off in Warzone. A decent amount of people have complimented me about my thumbnails and how good I make them. I've even had people ask if I actually have someone else make them, which was a pretty like high compliment as well, because I'm not a designer. I don't have the mind of a designer or anything like that. I kind of just make what I think would look good, and then people compliment me on that and say that they think I have a thumbnail designer or something. I've even had people ask me to make them thumbnails as well, which I did for a little bit, but then on top of making my own thumbnails, editing my own videos, having to get the gameplay and my own standard that I set for my gameplay, and then having to get that out at a good time, other people's thumbnails on top of that was just like way too much for me, so I only did a couple. But yeah, I just wanted to talk about that as well. Like I said, a jack of all trades. My thumbnails are actually good, I would like to think, as well, and all the other stuff I mentioned too. So the second and third point that I was going to mention, or the second and third topic I was going to talk about, actually kind of go hand in hand, and one of them was going to be what I can bring to the table and what I'd like to do once I do join the team. So what I can bring to the table and what I'd like to do is pushing more Warzone content out for North's main channel. Any team I've joined in the past, I've always wanted to work on main channel content, and that for North could be anything on updates, for Warzone, new weapons, class setups, like for anything that comes out in the bigger updates. And then of course bringing like more people together, doing like team challenges and stuff like that. Obviously you can only have quads in Warzone, so it'd be me and 3 other people. It could be no armor challenge, floor loot only challenge, picking up the first gun you find only challenge, and just stuff like that, like cool fun videos that really push the Warzone content. And like I said, any updates, class setups for new weapons, covering significant patch notes and things that get nerfed or buffed, and just generally pushing like more Warzone content out. More that I could bring to the table was editing those videos, making the thumbnails for those, and really just managing the Warzone content for the North channel, if that was something that the leads would want to put out and that they'd want me to do. Because like I said, I can make the thumbnails, I edit my own videos. I think I'm pretty good at that as well. And then obviously bringing the gameplay and just generally managing Warzone content for the North main channel. So that's kind of why I see the second and third topic go hand in hand, because it's what I'd like to bring to the table, what I can bring, and then what what I'd like to do when I join. Now, this next point is pretty important as well, and it is what the opportunity of joining North means to me. I've been wanting to be in a team for probably basically since the start of Warzone. That's kind of when everything took off, and I was like, yeah, I kind of want to join a team, and I want to just be with other people that are creating content, grinding, streaming, designers as well, just whoever, any creatives, right? It's always nice to be around creatives because they all have, in the end, the same goal as you. You want to be doing this either full-time if you're not already, and just take your content further. Designers want to be making thumbnails for bigger and more creators. You know, editors want to be editing for bigger creators, getting more money for, you know, what they're doing and everything like that. And same with content creators or streamers. Everyone in this like creative space, in the end, has the same goal, and that just creates a lot of good vibes and just generally a great atmosphere, bouncing ideas back and forth off of people, sending in thumbnails, getting opinions, all that type of stuff, and just being in the general atmosphere and the environment of other people that pretty much have the same goal as you. And going back to what I said before, bouncing ideas back and forth off of people, if someone wanted to come to me for a thumbnail and, you know, an opinion on it and what they think of it, I'd be more than happy to help them, give them tips and stuff like that, and just generally give my opinion on it, or a video idea, or the way they're going to be editing a video, just like all that type of stuff, down to the nitty gritty. I want to be able to be in that space where I can go to people for that, they can come to me for it, and we reciprocate that energy. If that's, is that what the fucking word's called, reciprocate? That type of energy and that type of vibe, just asking people for help, opinions, all that type of stuff, and even helping other people record videos as well. Like if someone wanted me to jump in a duo game with them and try and do like a funny challenge, I'd love to do that as well. Just working as a collective for the main goal of growing content, growing everyone, bringing everyone up with you, all that type of stuff. I'm fully all about it. It's not just a thing I'm in for myself. You know, I don't just want that North name in front of me, or the G Fuel sponsorship as well. I did see a couple tweets of people saying like, oh, now that North is sponsored by G Fuel, people want to grind for them as well. That definitely wasn't the case with me. I just want to put that out there as well, because if it really was, I wouldn't be grinding this hard. The passion wouldn't be truly there if it was just to be in a team that's sponsored by G Fuel, you know? So real quick for a second, rolling back to the start of the video where I mentioned that I've been making videos since 2015 when I was 13 years old. The reason why I mentioned that is because I do see a lot of people in RCs, and multiple RCs, so many different RCs, where they're not really putting out content, and then as soon as one comes out, they start grinding. Like, that's why I wanted to bring that up, because I have been making videos for time. You know, I've been here 4 or 5 years making videos. It's not just like I came out of nowhere now that there's a GRC or a North RC and I've just started making videos all of a sudden. Like, I've been putting in the work. Like, the proof is there, the years are there. Like, I'm not all of a sudden just coming out of thin air and starting to grind because there's an opportunity. I'd be grinding anyway. If this RC never came out, I would have been grinding anyway. You know, it's not like I'm just doing it because the opportunity's there. That's really important too. The next thing I want to bring up, which is pretty important again, is that I do this full time. You know, I took the risk and the step to really just put everything into this, so I can invest a lot of time into North and my own content as well. If it means balancing 50% of my time with my own content, 50% of my time with North, if that's what it means, you know, if that's what it takes, then I'll do it, because I can invest all of my time. I have 24 hours of every day that I don't actually have other obligations outside of YouTube stuff, you know, life things, whatever that may be like. Besides those days, which isn't many, and those days are kind of just occasions, I don't have them very often, so I can invest a lot of my time into North, whatever that may be. Now, that is pretty much everything that I have to say within this video. I don't want to drag it out, stretch it out, add things that I don't need to, you know, bring up unnecessary points. I just want to say what I need to and get that done. So now this is the outro and the main points that I want people to take away, specifically the North leads and just anyone in North generally, that I do have a lot of passion for the content that I make. I have a lot of dedication, a lot of perseverance, consistency, everything like that. You see it from me. You know, I don't need to go over that again. You see it from me. I've been making videos for years. The proof is right there that I have a lot of consistency, a lot of passion for what I do, and I want to be here, like I mentioned earlier, for 10, 15 years to come. So you're going to be seeing me around. As a creator, I feel like I have a lot to bring to the table for North's Warzone side, especially with the new map dropping soon. Like, that's going to be crazy. I'm going to be doing streams with that, my own content, and if, you know, I'm in North by then, I'll try and manage some North content with that new map as well, and that's just going to be a whole nother thing on its own. So the gameplay's done, I'm done. I'm going to wrap up the commentary here. Thank you everyone for watching me, who supported me over the last couple weeks for this RC. I also want to put it out there that I'm not going to get salty if I don't win as well. Congratulations to anyone who wins any of these positions, because obviously you've deserved it. You've done something that has caught the eye of the members, the leads, and you've won the RC, right? So everything I've talked about was totally truthful from the bottom of the heart. You know, I'm not, you know, just bullshitting to tell you what you want to hear or anything like that. This is all just as real as I can be. So I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Thank you for supporting me. I'll catch you all next one. Have a great day, everybody. Good luck to everyone, and I'm out.